Hey guys, what's up? Cardfight here, and today I'm here with another deck profile. This time around, we'll be doing a Royal Paladin deck profile. This is for the standard format, so it's the newest deck that you can build out there right now with a fancy new stuff from Unite Team Q4. So without further ado, let's get right into the deck profile. So for starting Vanguard, we're running the only option we have right now, the on ride draw one, which you get from the trial deck. Not much else to say about him. Grade 3s, we are running 4 King of Knights Alfred. Now this is obviously the brand spanking new King of Knights Alfred in the V format or standard format. And basically, he has 2 skills. One skill is to counterblast one and call a Blaster Blade from your deck. And this during this turn it gets plus 5k. And the second skill is if you have a Blaster Blade in a rearguard circle, this card gets plus 10k. So this card was actually quite controversial when it was released. Everybody called him a disappointment, whatnot. But I actually quite like him because he's not like super broken or anything. But he gets a 10k just for having a Blaster Blade on field, and he is a cheap +1, and it also buffs the Blaster Blade by 5k. So it's not that bad. Mainly, you're gonna use this for your first ride or your other ride, before you can go into Soul Saver to finish the game. Because he gets plus 10k, you get pretty much a free force marker on himself. So if you keep stacking this and then just keep placing if you keep riding on top, you can just keep placing force marker everywhere else, and then it's not bad. It's not as bad as people make it out to be. I don't think he should be, because like price wise, I think he's like on par with Waterfall, which I don't know. You're gonna run 4 anyway, so actually no, you might. I don't know. Some people might run 3, but I think 4 is a nice number, especially since you want to ride this first. Unlike for my next grade 3, running 3 Soul Saver Dragons. This is the new finisher for the deck, I guess. He's 2 skills. She also has 2 skills. One is Soul Loss 5 to give plus 6 units plus 15k, and the second skill is when this card attacks, you can Soul Charge 1. So this card it's much slower in standard than it is in premium because you don't have the Bark Gold combo, but it's still not super hard to get her skill off. You have some units like Funnel Gold and Pawn Gold that can help you Soul Charge, and you're also going to be riding grade 3 on top of grade 3 pretty frequently, so getting 5 is not hard. If you want to get 10, that's not really likely, and you probably don't want to stall that long anyway, especially if you're up against a Protect clan. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but anyway, next we have we're running 2 Alpha earlies. This is mainly just here because in case you do ride a Blaster Blade for grade 2, you can use this card to fetch him back out, and it's honestly not that bad. Counterblast 1 to call a Blaster Blade from your hand or soul, and it gets plus 10k. Well, that unit gets plus 10k, and you can draw a card. So if you called a Blaster Blade from soul, you get pretty much get a +2. But obviously, you're not always going to ride a Blaster Blade, so only running 2 of these. Most of the time, for today at least, he was used as an attacker more often than not. So I still did ride into him sometimes, of course, because you want to spam some force markers. But I think running 9 grade 3s is not that bad of a number now, mainly because you really want to have a lot of force markers on the field just so you can get those. You can scam some extra shield out of your opponent's hand. It really helps. Next, running 4 Blaster Blades. This is the new brand spanking new Blaster Blade with 2 skills. One of the skills is if you have 4 more rear guards, this gets an extra critical only on the Vanguard circle, so you might not always want to use this ability if you don't have enough hand resource. Second skill is Vanguard rearguard circle, kind of last one. When this card's placed, you can retire one of your opponent's rearguards in the front row. Obviously, you don't want to use his first skill if your hand has a bunch of triggers, but you know, it kind of gives you an incentive to ride him as a grade 2, so then you can pull him back out with Alfred early after. But it does get rid of 1 soul, which you might want for your soul saver. So it's really up to you. This deck is actually pretty flexible and is extremely consistent, so there's props for that. Next, we're running 4 High Dog Breeder Akane. So this is the new version of her, and her skill. She has 2 skills. One card. They're both Vanguard skills. So when this card is placed, you can cost 1 to choose a Pongo from your deck and call it to your Vanguard circle, and then shuffle your deck. Second skill is Vanguard circle. When this card's boosted by a high beast, it gets plus 3,000 power. So she's kind of your 23k attacker. Possibly you can also attack with 23k if you're boosted by a Wingull. But yeah, it's not bad. Having 23k attackers is definitely not bad. Of course, they have to be boosted. This card has to be boosted by the Stallion in order to hit for 23, and Bossa Blade has to be boosted by Wingull. So it's kind of situational, but it's not that hard to do. Might be a little bit harder if your opponent can control your board, but you'll manage. Next, we're running 2 Conjurer of Mithril. I only like running 2 of these, mainly because this deck counterblasts. You have to manage your resource properly, and a lot of times you might not want to use your resource for this. Of course, it depends on the situation. That's why I'm running 2 of these. I was originally not planning to. I was running 3 at first, and then I thought about cutting them out because I only use them once or twice. But then I think running 2 is a good number, just because you always have the option to call a grade 2 if you need to. Most of the time you'll be calling your Blasted Blade out with Alfred, but if you want to call a Funnel Goal out or a High Dog Breeder with this and you have extra resources to spare, for example, if your opponent crits you, like double crits you, and then you have a lot of resources, then you can just go off and fill your board with free cards. So there's that. And of course, running Funnel Goal. Funnel Goal, I'm still testing this card out. He does help you Soul Charge, which is nice for Soul Saver Dragon, and you never know when it might be helpful. But running 2, so 2/2 just in case. And you know, one can always fetch the other one if you need to. Or well, this one can't fetch the Conjurer, but Conjurer can fetch him. Anyway, great ones. We're running 4 Marin. So I'm not running Alan, but I am running 4 Marin. Skill is once per turn, if a rearguard is called in the same column as this unit, you can counterblast 1 to draw a card, and then during this turn, this card gets plus 3,000 power. Mainly, I like this card more than Alan because sometimes when your board is full already and you use Alan, it doesn't really work. But this card, if you get rid of an Interceptor, you can just call another unit, and then you can still use a skill. You're not gonna use the skill a whole lot, but when you do use it, he's here. He's there for you. And he is an OG, so running. I mean, Alan is sort of OG too, but I kind of like Marin more. It's up to you. You can run Alan if you want, but I'm just personally running Marin. Next, we're running 4 Pongos. This is the search target for High Dog Breeder Akane. And the skills for this card is when this card is placed and you have a unit in the same column as this card, you can Soul Charge 1. If the unit that you Soul Charge was a trigger unit, then this card gets plus 5k. So, for one, I really don't like this card's art. This guy looks like he put way too much wax in his hair. But anyway, the Soul Charge helps, especially if you get it early on. You can set up for your Soul Saver a lot faster. So that's nice. Next, we're running 2 Wingull. I mainly running this card just because Blasted Blade is so central to this deck, and you're almost always going to have a Blasted Blade on the field. Yeah. And if it's not, it's a vanilla AK booster, which is not great, but it's okay. If it boosts Akane, then it kind of does something because it's a high beast. But that's really all. I'm probably gonna get rid of it once I get another better card. But I don't know. Being able to hit with 23k with Blasted Blade is pretty nice, especially if you have a lot of force markers on the field. That really adds up. Next, we're running 3 Stallions. So this is the main card that you want to boost. Well, if you boost, pretty much as long as you have 4 or more rear guards, then this card has 3k as a boost, so it's a 10k booster. So if it boosts Final Goal, it's a 25k if you're using Final Goal skill. If not, it's a 20k, so you still get rid of shields. And yeah, if you boost behind Alfred, that's another 23k, maybe 33k if you have Blasted Blade on the field. And if you're both boosting Akane, then it's a 23k column. So it helps you fix up numbers. It's nice. For triggers, we're running 8 crit, 4 draws, and these are perfect guard. Whoops, sorry, it's not focusing. Perfect guard, draws, and we're running 4 heals. So that's pretty much it for this deck. Actually, how long has it not been focusing for? If it's a while, then I apologize. But yeah, that was pretty much it for this deck. I was playtesting with this deck pretty much all day. I was also playing with a premium format deck, which was also pretty fun. It was also Royal Paladins, but I might show you guys that later. If you guys want to see a premium standard deck, it's not a Soul Saver build. It's another Alfred build, but mainly it's using cards from the trial deck and some of the old stuff. If you guys want to see that, you guys comment down below, and I'll do a deck profile on that. But yeah, also don't forget your force markers. I think I have like 11 here. Just bring enough. Don't bring too few. Bring enough. You're probably not gonna use all these, but it's better to be safe than sorry. So yeah, overall, I was playing around with this deck all day today, and it's fun. It's very consistent. I did make a few tweaks from the original build today, and I also realized I was playing with 1 less critical trigger because I found one in my deck box. So that was kind of unfortunate, but yeah. The format is pretty interesting now. I was playing against Oracle Think Tank before and playing against it, and it wasn't super. Like if you set up your Soul Saver too slow, then they're just gonna have a bunch of 4 protect markers in their hands, and then you can just guard against your Soul Saver. And then if you Soul Saver turn, because they just need 3-4 protect markers to protect you, and they probably have a perfect guard too. So that wasn't fun. But you can just, if you smack them fast enough, then they probably won't have enough defense to keep up. So I guess rush them. For Kagero, I guess the decks are it wasn't as bad as I thought. Like I thought Kagero would like crap on me because they can retire a lot of my stuff, but I can poop units out almost as fast as they can retire. So that wasn't too big of a problem. It was better than I imagined. I also tried Dragonic Waterfall today. It was my friend's deck, and I played against Nova Grapplers, and it was interesting. I made a few misplays there, and I could have. Yeah, I won because I'm Miracle Healed, but I think if I read the cards properly, then I might have had an easier time. There's a few things I misplayed there, but anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. Comment down below if you guys are playing standard or you guys are playing premium. I'm gonna play both for now, but I actually don't have time. I don't have a lot of time to play both. I'm gonna make an update video pretty soon just to talk about my current situation and the future of this channel. guys were probably wondering where the unboxing video was, and there was a very unfortunate thing that happened that day. So I couldn't record a video for the unboxing, and all the boxes have been opened already, so there's probably not going to be an unboxing video for this set. Maybe I'll buy another box just to show you guys. Let me know down below if you want to see that. It's been a couple of days since the set came out already, so well, it came out a couple of days ago in Hong Kong. But if you still want to see it, then I'll make one. But if there isn't too much request for it, then I'm just gonna wait till next set. Actually, I don't think I'll open for next set. Is next set the one with a bunch of clans that I'm not playing? Anyway, I'm not gonna do unboxings for all the clans now. Actually, I'll make a separate update video for this because I don't want to drag this one for too long. Anyway, this is Cardfight, and I'll see you guys later.